Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Landric, this is Landric Plays, and today I am playing Hand of Fate again. And last episode we suffered our very first death, mostly because I dodged headfirst into a wall full of spikes, which was not the most sensible thing to do, but there you go. But we did unlock some more tokens at least, so we'll have some new and interesting events to play with this time. Let's jump right into it. We're going to see if we can face the King of Plague again.
How bare my cabinet now looks. I have saved much for this moment.
Okay, King of Plague. So we still have the time distortion, which means everything goes a lot faster and everyone takes a lot more damage. And Wrath of Food, so we lose food every time we perform a counter.
Are you a religious person? Now is the time for prayers. The King of Plague will kill you and lick the fat from your bones.
Yeah, whatever. So Shield Breaker we had last time, and it didn't really strike me as that impressive, so I'm going to pop that back in there. Innocence sounds interesting. We also had Depth of Night, which was fairly interesting. This let us shuffle, when we drew random monster cards, we could shuffle them again, but I think I'm going to swap that out and the Explorer's Helmet as well. And see if we can get this Mage Mask, because that the gloves are certainly very, very good. What else? Prophecy, Crown, yeah, let's go with that. Assassin's Creed. The Mage Gloves were pretty good as well. What else? Excuse me. I'm going to get rid of the Fleet Cuffs, because more movement speed when we've already got bonus movement speed is not what I want. What about rings? Guildmaster's Ring. Oh, we're still way over our limit. Let's go for the Berserker's Ring, and then we'll see what else we can get rid of Feather Dice, and let's get rid of this helmet. Oh, we've still got to get rid of one more thing. Well, we've got plenty of shields. Let's get rid of Fortitude's Breath. So this has been sort of our go-to shield for actually quite a while, but I think we've eclipsed it somewhat. Encounter-wise, is there anything we particularly want? So we want Siege Enemy, we want Summer Solstice. Let's see what the Elder Lizard does. We'll put the Tavern in there as well. Anything else exciting? Yeah, Greenborough Forest should be good. So this one we need 3 rings to complete, but we do start with 2 rings. Put in Help the Locals, put in Tracks in Town, and then what do we get rid of? So Helpful Priest, half our food for a blessing is probably not worth it. Lone, Stranger in the Shadows, Lovers, Heroes Remains, we can get rid of all of those. I'll get rid of Mr. Lionel. Is there anything else we want to get rid of? Oh yeah, the Noble Trader. We'll get rid of that. What's this one? Probably swap out Local Peasant for something as well. We'll swap this out for selling our soul to more demons, because what could possibly go wrong with that? There we go, I think we're ready. Okay, here goes nothing, so that's still a lot of percentage max health loss
Did you
cards.
expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies.
Occult Reflection. Shush.
I am different. My powers are genuine.
Goodness sake. Defense Light. So every third blow from undead enemies is reflected back at them. That sounds really good, but A, we're not going to be sort of sticking around in melees. We're going to be trying to roll and dodge because we can't counter. And B, I don't know how many undead we're actually going to be facing up against, because we're after the King of Plague. So I mean, they might show up mid-adventure, but it won't help us in the final boss. So I think I'm going to stick with our medium armor, and maybe we'll sell this for gold. We get an artifact though.
Many
we get
of
Arcane
these
Knowledge.
blessings are too good for the likes of you.
Sorry, we get a blessing, which helps our artifacts. Demon Trader straight away, so you might trade that blessing in. But I think he wants 2 blessings, which we don't have. He is not pleased. We're thrown into a fiery pit. It was only a dream though, so we don't lose any health.
It
The
must
altar.
be nice to be unpredictable. I am as bound by the rules I've written as you are.
So we come across an altar. Do we want to pray for the old gods? Yeah, of course we do. I see no flaw in this plan. There we go, success. It's nice when the skill challenges are a little bit more, well, skillful, I guess, so we can keep an eye on the prize. Bended knee, we beseech the old gods to aid in our quest, and a distant rumbling and a flash of thunder answers our prayers. We get another blessing. We get wrath of the old gods.
Look upon you favorably.
So the old gods will strike one of our enemies with lightning at the start of a combat. That is pretty good. I was going to say, oh, I wish I could go back and trade in our blessings now to this trader, but no, I want to hang on to that one. Desert Cult. In a forgotten desert temple, you stumble across a cult performing a summoning. Do we want to give our blood to help them? They will draw us 2 pain cards. Max health.
Unpleasant.
Ooh, 30% health. Not great. Collects our blood and chalice, but we do get a blessing out of that. High constitution. Whenever we eat food, we get twice the usual healing, which will actually bring us back quite quickly. Okay, so let's double back to get some of that delicious healing, and to talk to those wandering minstrels. So we'll turn back from the ladder, and then 1, 2.
I swear I've heard this tale before, from other lips than yours.
One day, on a long country road, you meet a pair of wandering minstrels. The pair inquires as to your current needs, explaining that they have many interesting and unique talents. So we can ask for information, we can ask for food, or we can say we have no need of their services. No, let's ask for a song. The minstrels are happy to perform for you. They play you a ballad about a mighty warrior and his untimely death at the hands of a dragon. Afterwards, they request payment for their services. Don't you normally request payment before your services? Half our gold or half our food. Or nothing but compliments. Half our gold. You come to an agreement, give them half our gold. They count the coins, bid us farewell. We're heading to Kadir next. The Duke is holding a victory celebration, requiring the services of fine entertainers such as ourselves. Perhaps we shall see you there. So we don't get the token. Maybe we had to offer them more gold. Or maybe we only had to offer them compliments. We'll have to try that next time. So we'll climb down the ladder. So essentially we just lost a bunch of food and gold for no reason. That's a bit of a shame.
At their heart, all games are about power, are they not? The acquiring of power, the retaining of power, and most importantly, the use of power. Oh dear. So we break open a thing sealed with the mark of the serpent, and a scorpion jumps out and bites us on the arm. So we lose 10 max health, and we lose 15 max health, so we're now on 70 max health. So, hey, we're on full health, yay. That's not great. Tavern wager. What tales do you tell these feeble sots? The same ones I read from your past?
You find yourself in a seedy old tavern, spinning tales of your adventures to a group of drunks. Great hero, I will wager 5 gold that you cannot catch an arrow in flight. Yeah, okay, we'll accept the challenge. Success! We are playing a bit fast and loose with all of our health here, especially when we've lost so much max health. But no, we catch the arrow, we get 5 gold. Yay! Devil's Carnival.
I will
It's this one
happily
again.
wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
So this one seems to be a lot of skill checks. Last time we got a huge success, and then failed, which actually cost us some of our gold. So hopefully we'll make it through this time. Look at that. Huge success, failure. Let's try this one this time. Okay, it's a success, it's not a huge success. A strong man offers a magical item as a prize for anyone who can lift even half of what he can. You take the challenge, and, after a brief but intense effort, accept the prize. So we get Undead Bane. Fire damage on hits against the undead. Press 1 to ignite all enemies. It's better than our axe, so we'll keep it.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Sometime later you find yourself stumbling across the edge of the forest, the sounds of the crowd behind you. Day is just dawning, but which day? So we've made it out of the carnival, but we still haven't gotten the token, so I guess we need 2 huge successes, which isn't ideal. Treasure chest. This will be good. So a couple more skill checks, we'll see if we can get something. So it looks like we're probably going to trigger this trap. Ah, no, we make it through without triggering the trap. Lovely. So now we just have to see if we can open the chest. And the odds are in our favour this time, but, you know, every time I say that, we tend to lose.
A choice. Select your desire.
See? See what I mean? Still, it's going to happen 1 out of every 4 times. Travelling jeweler. We don't really have enough gold to afford magic rings, which is a shame. In fact, we don't have really enough gold to afford anything, so we'll pass this one by 2. And we'll move on to the next stage of our journey. So is the ferryman going to attack us mid-journey this time? No, he is not.
Do you understand what it is we do now? Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the play before you were prepared?
So, we saw this card last time. We found a bandit rifling through our belongings, and last time we attacked him and all of his bandit friends, and sort of quite handily defeated all of them, but then we met a ghost from our past who looked very disappointed with us, so this time let's spare him and see what happens. So the bandit walks out looking pretty happy and content. We lose half of our gold, which isn't a lot of gold, and we also lose 5 food, which is a bit bad. Shaking your head, you wearily turn back to your bed and find yourself once again in the presence of the ghost from the forest. Its eyes, so familiar, so real, compared to its shifting body, smile into yours. Something stirs in your mind. A past memory? You are still yourself. I need fear no longer. Its pale hand reaches for yours, and you suddenly recall a laugh to go with those smiling eyes. I have lingered too long in this place. It drains me so. Do not forget me. You blink and the ghost is gone. Those eyes, gone. So, we lost some gold and food, but we did get the token, so hopefully we'll find out who that ghost is and what they want. A merchant's favour.
Another chance to discover what your heart truly desires.
While browsing the wares of a trading post, you are approached by the proprietor. You look like a trustworthy sort. I'm in debt to an acquaintance in Oranshire. He's holding some of my items as collateral. If you deliver this gold to him, an item of equipment can be yours as payment. Sure, we'll do that. The shopkeeper makes sure the other customers have gone before lifting a floorboard and taking out a small wooden chest. You have my thanks. Please make sure all of the money makes it there safely. So we get 100 gold and heavy burden, so if we don't get to the other place...
I am proud of my array of curses.
Beware of thieves and bandits, stay out of the taverns. Good advice. So, return policy. Well, I think we can probably get there in 5 turns.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
You look like the fellow that's carrying payment from my friend across the Vale. Why, how do you know that? But yes, sure. Here's a chest full of 100 gold, and then I believe he said we got some equipment as collateral, and we lose that curse, which is nice. Spiritual healing, berserker ring, goblin king crown. Let's see what each of these do, because we've not seen any of these before. Whenever the player is healed,
if you're strong of spirit, you'll find this a boon.
Extra health.
If not, well.
Every 6 kills the player makes in single combat, they receive 30 health. So that's only good if you're fighting more than 6 things at once. So if there are 6 things, then you get 30 health. But that's... I don't know how often we have been fighting 6 things at once, so... It's pretty good, though. I'll see what the crown is. What's the crown? Where it takes reduced damage from traps. Ooh, now that would have been nice, that time that I died from traps. I think I'm going to go with the berserker ring, for 2 reasons. One, because I think it's probably the best item.
They appear everywhere that man turns against man in the name of justice.
But also because now we have 3 rings that we can trade away for that for the Underworld quest. I sent a food delivery to a distant trading post, but have received no word of it. Perhaps you will cross paths with the merchant I sent and lend a hand. Yeah, perhaps. So that's probably what this token will unlock. Let's go here. Ah, speak of the devil, literally in this case. More and more portals are opening across the land. We have to search. And we succeed, which means we find some bags, which means we get a game card, 30 gold, nice, so we'll probably head up there and get some food shortly. We'll chop our way through the vines, and then we find a magical so that's right, all of the hell beasts get shuffled into the deck, but we do find a underworld totem, so we'll have to go and track that down, and of course it covers the shop. This is the only shop on this level, so now we're out of food. Winding trail. Okay, so
these trails wind, and our goals wind with them. My voice and these words draw us closer to the inevitable conclusion.
So we've been waylaid by bandits. Hopefully when we are finished smacking them over the head, we will find some food. Oh, that's right. We get aid from the old gods. We have to be careful not to... Okay, so I want to block those magical things, but not that. Hey, I don't have any food, so we can actually start blocking. I forgot about that. Nice. So for this one combat, at least, I can start blocking. Of course, it won't do the bonus damage the curse also grants us, but at least it won't cost me food, because it can't cost me food. I have no food. Every cloud, silver lining, all of that stuff. Let's walk out of the fiery stuff. Oh, whoop. Okay, no, let's walk into the fiery stuff, because of course, down to 27 health. And we get the 30 health from the ring. Nice. That's actually pretty useful. I'm happy I picked that ring. Okay, so we get that. We get 2 game cards. We get 3 from the armory. Ooh, some more rings. Guildmaster's ring. +1 food whenever we enter a shop. Ooh.
But every little helps.
If only we had a shop on this level. Ring of Poverty. When this ring is sold, all the player's gold is lost, but the player receives +1 max health for every 5 gold lost. Interesting. I'm going to take this. So if we can keep our gold high, we'll sell the ring, we'll lose 50 gold but get 50 max health. And that's not food either. Life's Limb. Let's see what is this. 27 damage, +1 to inflict a weakening curse.
Then finish them.
Strike a cursed enemy for bonus damage, which removes the curse. Could be useful. Helm of Reflection just causes a small explosion when we reflect missile attacks. And the Skeleton King's Helm.
There is no greater pleasure than to destroy those who have wronged you.
We get
infinitely more satisfying than turning the other cheek.
So I think I'll go with this, because that so it does less damage overall, but I think the weakening curse is better for us, because it'll work even when we're not fighting undead. We're going to starve to death, aren't we?
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Place 3 rings. I don't know if we get to choose. A totem splinters apart to reveal a pathway down to the underworld. So we just get a token, but we lose 3 rings. So which ring did we keep? Not that it matters, because like I say, we're almost certainly about to die. So we kept the Ring of Poverty. Sea Voyage.
If only you had a meal.
Yep. So we don't get to see what this card is, because we lost our Ring of Hindsight. So it would cost us 9 food, and then we'd starve. So do we go back and risk it, or do we go on? I think we go on. So we have to find food in one of these cards.
Play this game. You continue to die, yet we reset the board each time.
That's
One
not
has
food.
to wonder how it is possible to truly lose.
Alright, so it's basically down to which one of these 3 cards I pick, and if any of them contains food. Okay. That's not helpful. So I think we're doomed. Yep, we're doomed. Okay, so we're starting to get to the stage of the game where we are dying frequently
I had
now.
such challenges prepared for you. Such is life. We reach the end of days and the end of my reserves. You have taken near everything from me.
You have gotten to kill us twice now, though, so you know. So you get a food gain card, that would have been nice to have earlier, and Spirit Walk, which is an artifact. We gain the food wagon, which is the encounter the merchant told us about, and we also complete the next step of the Underworld quest, which gives us Descent into the Underworld. So they'll go back into the deck. Okay, so again, this is a bit of a shorter episode this time. Hopefully we'll get these uploaded a bit more frequently if I'm going to keep on dying like this. As it is, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.